This is Kunming, a thriving city in the province of Yunnan in the southwestern part of China. Yunnan is one of the poorest provinces in China, and yet it boasts some of the most spectacular scenery in the world. About 128 kilometres southeast of Kunming lies the Stone Forest, a spectacular example of what wind, rain and erosion can do over millions of years. So come with me and let us have a look at this fantastic site. The trip from Kunming city to the Stone Forest normally takes 2 hours by bus. We went in a private vehicle and we did it in 1.5. One can't help but notice that all the land is utilised for growing food, whether it be flat land or even on the roadside. Rice is grown on the flat lands and corn is grown on the hillsides and the embankments. When we arrived at the gates of the Stone Forest, we saw lots of young girls dressed in the brightly coloured and embroidered costumes of the Shani people. These young women act as tour guides for the park. It's hard to believe that about 270 million years ago, this large area was the sea floor, covered with a limestone sediment. As a result of crustal movement, a large piece of land came into being. Exposed to rain and winds and eroded by the elements, the thrust-up limestone ranges were shaped by time. Once we'd got inside the park, we noticed that workers were cleaning up a lot of debris and rubbish. This was from the night before, where the locals had held their annual Torch Festival. During the festival, local people, young and old, men and women, turn out for a night of merrymaking. When night falls, the Torch Festival reaches its peak, and everyone begins singing and dancing by the bonfires while holding pine torches in their hands. As you start to walk around the forest, there are many trails and footpaths that you can follow. One such trail starts from the Stone Forest Lake, a man-made pond with stone peaks and pillars erected in it. To add to the beauty and the excitement of the scenery, this lake is absolutely teeming with well-fed goldfish. As we make our way along the footpath towards the Stone Forest proper, these huge stones tower above us, making us feel quite insignificant. For some of these stones are 30 metres high. The footpath that we follow is by no means straight or flat. It goes downhill and uphill. It goes around rocks and it goes under rocks, and at each point more breathtaking beauty is revealed to us. Even with such breathtaking beauty, it's still very difficult to find peace and quiet, for there are throngs of people touring this park, led by guides and other people. This cute little seating arrangement is not the product of erosion over millions of years, but like these steps, it's the hand of man stretching out for the commercial dollar. From this pavilion, known as the Lion Pavilion, one can get a panoramic view of the whole forest, 300 square kilometres of rock just protruding to the sky. Meanwhile, down below there are many kilometres of pathways to walk. There are stairs to climb and rocks to climb and many nooks and crannies to explore. Down amongst the base of these rocks there are some pools and little waterways being formed. Some of these pools are quite large. This pool has been named by the locals as Sword Peak Pool because from the air it looks like as though swords have been protruding from the water. Some of us, of more rounded in stature, experience a bit of difficulty following the path as it passes through narrow cracks in the rock. There is a local saying that if your neck can pass through this gap, you will live a long and prosperous life. This tortured tree root obviously has had a long life, as it's been twisted and turned by the movement of the Earth's surface over millions of years. More crowds, more stairs, and more beautiful sights. The locals have given descriptive names to rocks and formations that look like animals and other features. This, for example, is known as the elephant for obvious reasons. This one, looking like a lotus flower, is called Lotus Peak. This high pavilion of the karst landform provides its visitors with plenty of challenges as they climb over its rocks and crannies. There is a part of the stone forest which is known as the Lesser Stone Forest, and this has a large number of wide open areas where people can sit on the grass or walk the paths through the gardens. The inscription on this high cliff face in Chinese characters simply says Stone Forest. This stone formation is known as Eagle Stone. The inscription on this rock tells us we are in another world. Of Great Eminence is the name given to this rock formation. Looks very precarious. They call this meeting after a long separation. And this one, stone pillars propping up the sky. These long, slender rocks have been described as a sword grove made by heaven. This rock, looking like a bird preening its feathers, is known as wing combing. And this one, Zhuangzang, journeying to the west. And with the night sky forming over the legendary horse and the lion looking into the sun, we must end our visit to the stone forest.